Yes, indeed. I went bankrupt. I'm Callie Jack. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack. There's going to be a moment here while I refill the coffee cup because I sat down and did it. As you can hear, we still have the sounds way too loud. So we're going to fix that before I go get the coffee. Those bass sounds are still way too loud. So ambient sound needs to come down to about there. I imagine factory sounds should come down as well. Crossing warnings, and I'm going to leave caching sounds up high. I'm going to right about there. So I'm going to be right back, and while I do this little trip, I'm going to leave you riding with the Vinland Graper, who is not making money, yet is making money. Making some pretty good money. So we're going to have to see what it is. I think it's just how much I spent. And I think with a little time, we can take and work our way back out. Considering this to be a reorganization bankruptcy going on. Alright, I'm back. And that got it back up. Yeah, he's making some good money. 7,000 to about 5,000. We'll see if he gets another run this month. Looking at the overalls, yes, I'm going to leave the bankrupt up so that we know we went bankrupt. With $35,000, that's going to take a little bit to take and do. We're going to go bankrupt each and every month because we're only making about 6.5. Let's take a look at our operational profits. It was 8.3 before we dispatched this other hopper train. So right now, it's a good question. Looking at these, the hopper hauler and the beer blaster are both not making money. So, time to take a peek and see what's going wrong with these guys. Beer blaster was due to the fact that he was a delivery or a dispatch. Hopper, I'll lay odds. We'll see what he's saying on his chart for profit. He's technically making profit, but he's not making it hand over fist. By the time he delivers and goes back, he's probably losing a good chunk of his money. Too slow of an engine. That's going to be my theory on this one, guys. Too slow of an engine. I don't think this guy's even made a trip yet. He has not made a trip, so we can't really take a look at the beer blaster and say he's making money or not because he hasn't done it. Hoppy hauler is another one that we do have to worry about. I think he's doing a loss because we got the signaling wrong here. Build tools. Let's throw a signal there as well. Won't take an effect this trip, but it will affect future trips. the barley belter is making money. So it's Hoppy Holler and Beer Blaster are where we're having the problems. I think Hoppy Holler is going to go in and get a different engine. But we can't really afford the money, so we're not going to spend it. Why? What's our money back on him? That's a good question. No, that's the barley. Hoppy. Hoppy Holler. Does he even have the right carts? No, that's hops in there. That's why. How many trips has he made? He's delivered 126, so probably figure 3 trips, it looks like, that month. Profit was negative. Part of that being the long dispatch. We'll see what happens this month with second delivery and see if we go positive here in just a moment. We may need to add a third delivery point to prevent this congestion from happening, but I'm loath to do that at the moment. I'm loath to spend any money. This is the Pak64German for Simutrans game sessions here on How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. I'm Kelly Jack. Episode number 3. And I discovered something else. When we were looking at those autosaves, we goofed up. So there will be a new game each day until I figure out what's going wrong. Why? Because when I came in here to use the key tools to save and said, and I'm just going to leave it all 1. Incompatible saved game. Cannot load file. And as you can't go to your settings very easily, it appears, I'm kind of toast, ain't I? Messages is B. V shows the station halt. The Hoppy Holler. What did he make in profit? 611. So the question comes is just how much his op costs are. And his op costs are terrifying. Let's go ahead and get a different engine on him. That engine is obviously the wrong one. Vehicle list, open him up, send him to the depot. Actually, because we're in deep trouble, let's go ahead and retire the engine, get the money back, see where that puts us financially. Still not good. 39,000 in the hole. So we got problems. We have problems. Okay, wrong barn. We want this barn. Thank you, the train depot. So he was on that guy. We know this guy's been making money for everybody. And we probably should look at the goods list and see how bad the speed bonus is for this. Oh, hey, this is nice. I don't see a speed bonus on anything either, so it's no forcing us to take a step up. Interesting. This is very interesting. with the speed bonus at 0. That is a very interesting choice from the devs on a vanilla game. That might be something we have to take a peek at in the settings and see if we can do the obey era or anything like that. I thought there was obey era on this. Now, it could just be that this is something the guys are still calculating out, too. I don't know. The gang. I should say gang, the crew, the dev crew. I don't know who's in it. I know I can't code, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to put him on the Hoppy Hauler and see if he makes money where the other guy didn't. And then sell that guy. Why? Because we can't really afford to keep doing it. We're at 41,000 in the hole. We're in a reorganization bankruptcy here, guys. We're going to have to continue it one more time. I should have clicked aside so that we didn't show that we were in bankruptcy. Accelerate time is not working. Okay. Don't know if that's something new or just something the guys haven't added in yet. How's he doing towards our beer load? 62%. I think the Beer Barrel Blaster will finally make his first trip here. Let's see if he's made a trip. Nope, still hadn't made a trip. So hopefully, once we get enough cargo in, we can take and start delivering out on this guy. Look at our production and see. We can get a 15% boost from power and a 10% from power and 15% boost by bringing out passengers. So we need to figure out what we want to do, how far that is. Given the speeds we're locked in at, should we do a short little rail line? Why am I saying that? Goods, storage. We've got just 2 barley and 221 hops because the barley takes too long. Need a second train on barley. That's a long haul at these speeds. So, because I'm nice and I'm trying not to mess up the citizens with their little things in the world, I'm going around them. And then I want one here. There we go. Something like that. There we go. That should give us the signaling we need. I'm already halfway through this second cup of coffee. And we will need a second platform just in case. And I may have to change that to a platform choose. But let's go ahead and see about putting out another barley blaster. What is the barley blaster running per train? He's running that bad B, the 339. Well, then this guy isn't making money because of how short of a distance he's going. That's got to be it. Got to be it. So we'll just do another 339. Nah, we'll do it. We'll slow him down to 35. There's no speed bonus, no speed penalty. At least not showing. If there is one and it's not showing, that's evil. In which case, guys, congratulations on the dev team. You are now officially Dungeon Masters. Evil, wicked, mean, and nasty. That's the Dungeon Master's credo from Dungeons and Dragons. And the barley belter. Start him off. How we sitting here? Yeah, that's a ton of grapes waiting. Maybe we should put a second one in here. It's going to require a little bit of work. Turn the trees off for a second and give me grid lines for a second. Insufficient funds. It won't let me build anything. So I can buy vehicles because they have asset value, but I cannot. This is fun. Or is it? Slow torture? Turn them pretty trees back on. I do like the way the trees look, and they did do a great job of improving the graphics on this 64-bit. I'm sorry, it does look a little bit more like me and like you guys did with Pak92 here, though. Still using the Pak64 base engine, but let's see if that will speed up our production so that we get some beer rolling over to the guest house. %. Saying the hops train is just a sitting. I think he's at overproduction, so they're not ordering. We can bring in people from Exeter right there. I like the standard labels. Sorry. Much better. Looking things over. Let's see what sort of stats this guy has. So we're going to have 31 people coming from there, 11 from Cardiff. Those got people from Winchester and Sterling. All right, good to know. Again, barley and hops in, beer barrels out, barrels of beer out. Our production boosts, which will grant us those details. Megahertz painted it. Hey, Megahertz. Nice to know you're still around. I'll stop complaining about the Megahertz bus. All right. 215. Yeah, there's just too much storage there. Barley's now stored too much. Okay, so its need is, what's our production? Produced in beer. So they produce 1549. 1349 is 62, which we knew. That takes us up to the 93, so it's just the production time. At this point, I would say now we're running into the point where we've got to start thinking about passengers. So again, biggest amount, Exeter. Boy, this is going to be no fun. What's that? That's the home market. Road. Make that little bitty guy out and drop in a garage right there. Turn off the trees for a moment so we can see what we're doing. And we need to put in some stops and figure where we want to do. So I'm going to do a little relay line when I do this. They're letting me build again, which is good news. Financially, 92. Oh boy, not good. Yeah, I may want to just stop doing anything for a little bit. Yeah. So, well, we're getting an op profit. It's these construction costs and new vehicles. And the new construction costs are incredible. I probably really should have looked into that. Let's take a peek at what construction costs are. On the road, yeah, it's standard prices. Is the rail what's killing me? Yes. That's not the same prices I'm used to in Pak64. Definitely not. Oh boy. And $60 for a bridge? Yeah. There goes our beer barrel. The barrel blaster's going finally. All right, guys, make a guess. How much earnings and how much op profit is he going to have when he does it? Hi. There we go. Good old purple night for a little bit of visual. Still not the best choices of all colors, but this makes it so that we see him as he gets in close, as he gets in close, as he gets in close. Let's go ahead and close the garage because we can't afford it. We're going to close finances for a moment and zero in on him. He's at his hold point there. At the road. Let the wine delivery come out. right on in with him. He's gonna make 4,700. Now the question is, $319. Figure double that because they're double the distance. He's gonna make us some serious bucks. Now that he's rolling, now that beer production probably is starting to pick up. Matter of fact, we have 14 barrels waiting already. So now it's time to start considering what we can do once we get finances to upgrade and try to get out of our financial nightmare. That takes us down to 83,000. I'm just going to take and ride it out. I'm going to check one other way here. Okay, so does the plus key accelerate time? No. Minus key is plus and minus or brightness. Ah. Okay. Asterisk. Asterisk gets us the help bindings. Keyboard help. There's all your keyboards if you need them, guys. For those of you that use keyboard. Settings. So this is part of extended. This is an extended version. That's how they do it. Okay. Every parameter of the game engine in the same way, editing the central configuration file. Yeah. Where you can also find the documentation of these parameters. Aha. I may need to go into that. Attention, you can easily create an unplayable game or make you ruin game. If you modify an existing game, you may need to solve and reload to apply the settings. Some settings, like factory connections, will only affect newly created objects. Well, we already knew that from when we were playing with size control in Japan for this station catchment. Somebody went in and fixed Purple Knight for this version. These graphics used to be very unreadable. Yes, we know. Thank you. There's an industry information. Can be set and create new world as urban areas grow, more industries may appear. We knew that. Tip to add an industry to an urban area, use new market near tool in game edit tools. But when new industries are generated in city rules tab, name of the industry is shown in the title bar. Production, maximum rate of goods the industry will supply. Yes, we knew that. The industry picture. Industry picture again. Status color bar under the picture indicates the operation of the industry. keyboard bindings. What am I looking for? Comma accelerates time, period, decelerates time. Aha! Thump. Thump. Maybe. Or is that still disabled? Waiting for clearance. Yep, we're going to have an issue there. All right. Let's see if it will let me lay any track at all whatsoever to resolve an issue. It did. And do some signal changes to that. It's going to take a minute. Till he's done waiting for clearance. He's still loading at 14%. Now the question is how long will this take? Or is he stuck with it? I think he might be stuck with it. He's set to being long. Hi. Go to depot. And then once we get him out of the station, maybe he will... Yeah, there he goes. Had to do the go to depot trick where you tell it to go to depot, get it rolling, stop him again by telling him, hey, check your schedule, guys. And there we go. I should have thought of that. That would cause an issue. And this guy is going to cause the same issue down the road. So take that signal out. Ouch! $6,500 to remove a signal. You don't get any money back. Remember that. So we're deeper in the hole now. 103,000. It's a good thing I don't run a company, ain't it, guys? I'd be bankrupt in a heartbeat. He left a smoke trail behind him. Must have been just a minor glitch because of all the windows or him touching the window edge. You are bankrupt. Yes, we're in reorganization. And we don't know how we're going to deal with this. So this is my first couple of playthroughs. This is how I'm treating this now. I am not going to make the mistakes I made before. Hopefully. Yes, we do need to do a line relocation to center the line more. Yes, I am considering a line to Cardiff with a separate little scooter train that'll take people around the corner to the monastery here. These are all things that unfortunately, with as deep in the hole as I am, don't have the money for. Joy, 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 huh, guys? And without having the money to do these changes, It is letting me lay track, though. And right here, I've got no problems with doing what I'm doing. Do a road, step in, we want a bus stop. Oops, wrong kind of sign, that's right. Wrong setup, dummy. Road halt. We're just caring about passengers for right now. We're not going to care about anything else. Okay, and then we need road halts. I need a couple more throughout town. I'm just going to go down the main drag initially. And then a couple sidebar ones. To grab some extra passengers. And one for the castle. Hey, I got a question. Did they? Nope, still can't rename a tourist attraction. Darn it. But we can rename the stop after it. Okay, road stations, close out, close out. You are bankrupt. Yes, we know that. So I'm going to get the carts going first. That's the back team, so this is the front team. Oh, that grabs both. I see. Still only gets you 18. You know what? Not worth it. Call that the dragline coach. No, I'm not going to name the horse teams. Sell that. Got to be in the right mode to buy, dummy. Schedule. You're going to be my loop bus. You're going to do all sorts of funny things. There we go. And then down the road, we'll start serving Salmon Street Station. Stop there. But we need to rename this to a station. Yeah, we're going to call that a Baker's Dozen station, just because I like that better. All right, now how much is it going to cost me for the cheapest? 40 clicks, 45, 45, 50, 60. No speed bonus. I am going for the cheapest. Wait a minute. Okay, there's a good point. Hey, dummy, did you just notice this? What I just noticed? The dummies here, I should say, just noticed guys out there. Not calling you dummies. Hi, passengers. Trains. Yes, we're going to switch back to good old Sim Classic. There's supposed to be a compartment car available. Where is it? I'm supposed to have both a third class and a compartment car available right now. Where do I buy them at? Now that is highly interesting. Oh, that's because I'm on... Duh. Oh. There we go. Passenger trains. How not to game. There's a reason I call it that, guys. Let's just do third class cars. They're the cheapest. Yeah. 2 of them. We're going to schedule him to go from here to here. I want a 50% load. Nah, I'm not going to try to mangle a language I don't speak. Nah. It's not dashing, but let's see how it goes. Now, of course, the worst part is going to be our dispatch. We're going to have to watch our dispatch and possibly stop a train. And we're going to see by starting to move people over whether or not that's going to get us better production. It has been a 45-minute episode. That's all I'm going to do this time. I am thanking you guys for watching. If you made it to the end, laugh at my mistakes. I am how not to game. I fully confess. Yep, this is going to be an issue, so we are going to throw him to schedule mode. let the other guy deliver, and then we'll get him out there after the other guy delivers. Yes, we know we're bankrupt. Yes, we know we're deeply bankrupt now. 150 in the hole. We're not doing much better. Hopefully, to the next sessions when I come back to Germany in a couple of days, and it will be a couple of days, we're going to do Pack 128 and the Expanding Worlds tutorial before we come back. I also have a buddy who has requested to see some of the SimCity ones you've been seeing. So don't be surprised if a couple of SimCities sneak in along the way for SimCity 4. That should work good, and then I think the 4 signals down there should work perfect. We're going to have to watch if we ever put a second train on there and make certain we get our signaling right. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.